How are y'all doing today? Saturday morning. Happy 4th of July, people. Happy 4th of July. What are y'all doing for this weekend? We're having kids over. We're having hamburgers and hot dogs. We're going to be swimming. I told my husband to crank up the music loud outside for a full 4 hours. No, I don't know how long, but we're going to put the music on and be very festive. Oh, if you see me swatting at stuff, it's because I have these little gnats here from a plant that I have in this room. And the reason I have this plant in this room is because I was going to show you guys, I'm going to move you guys, what I have been making. Let's see if I'm going to flip you over there. Yes. Okay. A little cover for my pot, for my plant. So the pot is just a simple nursery pot that, you know, I have, and every time I bring home a pot, a plant, and then I repot it, I'm left with one of these if I've taken it out of this. So I don't like the look of it, but I don't want to go and buy a new pot, or well, actually I want to buy lots of pots, but I just crochet a little cover that goes over it, you know? You just pull it up like a little sock. Now, some of the little things that you have to think about is if you have drainage holes in the bottom of your pot like this, and water is going to be sitting here, you don't want the cover to go underneath here. You want it to stay up here. I made the mistake of doing it where it went underneath, thinking it would hold on to it. And when I watered it would sit in the water. It just wicked it all the way up, and it got all dirty and yucky looking. So I leave a little space right there. See that? And another little tip is, this is the lid to my coffee creamer. And I thought, I'm always looking for little plates and things for it, but this worked out so perfect. It is the little water tray to catch any kind of extra little water if I overwater it. And I think it looks so cute. I have another one. I'm going to make this one. And the thing is, you don't even have to just make strawberry. You can make it yellow for lemon. You can put instead of the little white seeds, you can put black seeds, and it could be a watermelon. You can do whatever the heck you want. And I'll put a little yellow flower that goes on the strawberry plant. And so that's what I've been working on. So how I did this is this is the pattern for that little pot. Good morning, everybody. Hello, Amy. Hello, Rosie. Ooh, Java Versus. Good to see you again, Java. Happy 4th of July, Rosie. Patchworker, hello. Hello, everybody. Hey, Becky. Happy 4th of July. I'm showing everybody the little pot cover that I made for my little plant. And all I did was measure the pot. So this is the pattern for this pot. So this pot is 14.5 inches all the way around the base of the bottom, right here. And then the top is 18 inches, not 18 inches. Yes, 18 inches around the top. And it is 5 inches tall. So what I did was translated these over to this paper. And this obviously is not 18 inches wide. I half it because I'm making it a flat little template. So half of that is 9. So this is 9 inches wide here. And then 14.5 translates what to 7.5, 7 3/4, something like that. And then I measured that across. And then when I got those two lines done, I went up from the end here to the end over here, and it was 5 inch. Anyways, make your little template flat. And so when I crocheted, I made a chain. And don't pay attention to this. I just did the little bottom, how wide that was, just for my own personal knowledge. And Priya, hey, how are you? Come on in. We're talking about my little potted plant cover that I made. And you just crochet it and you lay it on there. And then you're like, oh gosh, I need to make it as wide. So you just make it as wide as you want it on here. You flatten it out. You work on it. Oh, I need to make some increases. Da, 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 until you get to the end and you decorate it however you want, whatever you want. Now I have to make one for this. So this one, is this one 5 inches wide, tall? I think this one is a little taller than 5 inches. So I'm probably going to do 6 inches on here, but I'll take some measurements and then I'll measure around the bottom. And this one is not so angled as this one here, so I'll have to take the measurements up here. You can even leave it to where you left this little black here showing. You can do whatever you want, but just take your measurements however you want. Make a flat little template, and it is just so easy. And just always just keep this, and you know that one goes with this pot here. No, that one goes with that pot, but you know what I mean. Okay. I'm back. I'm back. Okay, guess what else I did? Hello, people. Hello, people. As you come in, leave me a like, and then you don't have to worry about it. You can just sit back and enjoy the ride. Okay, I'm going to take you off of the stand, and I'm going to stand up. Did you hear me stand up? There's Cha-Cha. There's my ironing board, my little alcove where I sit. Well, guess what I did? I did move my room around. I took out the sewing table out there, and the table is now in the hallway, and I moved it. I extended my table this way because it could extend, and I put my sewing machine right there. That way it's easier for me to get sewing. The mat delineates the table, you know, the sewing area, but I can still use it for whatever. And then there are my 2 chairs, and then I moved the shelf over, and it's, I like this. This is closer to what it used to be, but I've made more room for myself here. Let me move back out of here, out of the room. There's the table right there, the desk. See if it's gonna go for grandbaby or not. It's a little messy in here, that's okay. That's what a workroom's supposed to be. So there's a lot more room. I still need to clear out this stuff here, but that would leave me a lot of room. And I moved this rug over because I hated this rug underneath my chair because it wouldn't roll properly. And so I'm glad to have that out of there. I still have all my little stuff here. I'm still working on Sylvia's pants. So anyways, that's what I'm working on. And then I'm still working on this, which is that last time we were together, I believe, I had this. I told you my daughter had gone to the garage sale and gotten that yarn right there. And so I started making, and I was going to make a balaclava for myself. Not a balaclava, but a hood kind of balaclava. And it's going to go up, you know, just be able to be pulled up to cover my mouth and stuff like that. But that's what I'm working on, people. Keep them busy, keep them busy. Hello to all my friends. So I can't wait. I don't know whether to make another strawberry and just have it here or make a different one for this one. What's your suggestions? What kind of fruit or that's Cha-Cha just scratching away. Oh my gosh, somebody needs a bath. So yeah, what should this be? I wish I could do a tapestry one, but I'm still not good at that. So, but you can make it however you want. You don't even have to make a design. You just, let's see. I'm taking off this. Oh, shoot. Okay, so you know how I was making this I was talking about, right? Well, what if you just made it and put it around your pot? So many ways to do this. And I would almost, oh, that is pretty. Maybe that's what I'm going to make with this one after all. And if you make it long enough, you can fold it over, and how cute. That's what this one's going to be. I think I'm not going to make a balaclava after all. Let's finish this. Let's do this. Okay, I'm going to scoot you all kind of back there. Strawberry or lemon, Patchworker says. Work star, sorry. My glasses are falling, slipping. Yes. See, you have to be crafty, right? And what do you call that? And not intuitive, creative and you have to, I don't know what the word is. Anyways, I am going to move this and I'm going to work on this. So yesterday I went to my Friday meeting. I'm trying to untangle this stuff here. Okay. Trying to bring this back over here. Let's see if I can have y'all here where I can still see y'all and still have my stuff close by. I have this right there. Move that out of the way. Move my plant back. Move that. Alrighty. And I went to my in-person crochet meeting, my Friday one, and I saw Java Verses there. And we had a good old time. We didn't get to talk too much because we were kind of like apart from each other, across from each other. And what am I doing? Single crochets? Yeah. And I think there was just 15 across. You know what? This is going to be really great. I really am glad that I changed my mind. I'm going to make this into a pot cover. And it's just gray. So it's like a neutral color. So I'm going to count this round, people. So I may not be able to talk. I'm doing the back loops only. And I already did 2 stitches. And I think there should be 15. Resourceful. That's it, Amy. That is it. 2, here we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And the last one I do through bow stitches, and I turn it around. And the first one I do through bow stitches and back stitch only. So 15 in each one. I did 2 stitches already. Let's put my marker back. Let's put this marker in this time. Let's see how this works. There we go. So let's continue. I don't think we needed too much more, did we? We would like for it to stretch. Actually, oh my gosh, is it already done, do you think? I think it might be done. That might be... Okay. OMG. I am just going to put one more round. Actually, I'm not going to put one more round. I'm going to go ahead and take it back to the first one there. Sorry. You know, things change around here. At least, okay, so this is making me feel better because I had this in the works, but I was like, the hood, you know, the little balaclava hood, and I thought, oh, dang it. I'm not going to be able to, it's going to take me forever. I hope I'm not losing interest and it just sits here and becomes a whip. And so now if I'm doing this, at least I got something done, and it was something that, you know, and this one you don't have to take measurements. All you have to do is work it up to the size that you want to cover it. I know it closed early, right? But actually, Java Versus, that kind of was good for me because I get a little overload of people overload, and it's not the people, it's me. It's not you, it's me. And so I actually came home and did not feel so bad because most times I feel very drained. 3. Hold on, let me count this. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I hope it 6. Let's take this out. I don't know. I need to know where my last one is. My last one, and let's hook it up with the last one here. I don't think y'all can see what I'm doing, but sometimes I get an overload of people and I come home, and because of my, dang it, I captured my yarn in there, which I shouldn't have. Okay. I come home and I want to cry just to release whatever, everything that's in there. And but my medication I take doesn't let me cry, so sometimes I just come home and go to bed, and well, most times I do that. So I don't know. How do you guys relieve anxiety? I like no sound therapy, which doesn't mean that I like other sounds. I like to just scream it out, moan it out, something like that makes me feel so much better for it coming out of, I can kind of feel like it's coming out of my body and I don't have to hold on to it, and I feel so much better. So if you ever hear this weird screaming or moaning, it's just me releasing some stress. Okay, I'm just closing it up with a single crochet. I'm going to remove my stitch marker that was holding the ends together. I can still visualize where my last stitch was. And here it is right here. That may not have been, but I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it my last stitch. And let's see what we got here. Oh, I'm going to be so happy. So happy. I don't know if I want to go back and add a little... I might. Is this going to be the front? Is this going to be the back? I think this is going to be the inside. Okay. So I'm going to add a little single crochet here. Let's see. This is always a kind of like, you have to pay attention to, you put one in every valley and every mountain. And you will put enough stitches in here. You should coordinate with your row, and that's going to make it a nice, give it a nice little finished look, right? Whether I make a second row or not, it remains to be seen. It depends. But what are you guys doing for 4th of July? Nothing? Hanging out, which is a perfect thing to do. Relaxing all day, 4th of July, just enjoying the day. In case you're not in the States or not from the States, the 4th of July is when we celebrate our independence, and this year is a big one because we're at 250 years of independence as the United States, as America. So, woo, 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 we celebrate by eating hot dogs, going swimming, being outside, being with family, decorating. What else do we do? Do our nails. Some of us do our nails. Put the flag on our nails. What else happened? Let me tell you the things that have been going on with me. Let me tell you something in case you don't know. I'm old. And people like to say, you're not old. Don't say it. You're not old. I'm like, I am old, and it's okay. That's a natural stage of things, right? And I'm not talking about how I am inside. Inside, I'm still like 20 years old, I think. Sometimes I'm still 12. Immature, as I would say. But my body is old. I've been here for a while. You ask any 15-year-old if a 61-year-old lady is old, they will say yes. So most of them would, I think. I'm coming up towards, look at, oh my gosh, I didn't know this is going to be a pot cover, but I am so glad that it is. So the reason I'm telling you I'm old, just in case you couldn't tell by looking at me, I've been forgetting things when I leave the house. Remember when I told you I forgot my phone and went to my infusion, and there I was. I didn't know what to do without my phone. I had a little panic attack when I realized I didn't have it with me, which is really strange, but it did happen. And so now we've been leaving, and I left another time without my phone, but I was with Eddie, so I wasn't worried. So if the kids had to get a hold of me, they would say, where the heck is Mom? She's not answering her phone. They would call Dad. So I wasn't too worried about that. And if there was an emergency, he had his phone. So, anyways, the other day, both of us forgot something and said, "Oh my gosh, I forgot blah 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 whatever." And me, of course, I forgot my purse and my phone, and I remember putting him on the island. So I go back into the kitchen and I said, "There's my purse." Pick up my purse. I won't say what else I did. I picked up my purse for sure, and I walked around the house saying phone. Went to my room and go get my phone because I'm pretty sure I left it there, either in the bathroom or by the bedside. And so I go in there and I'm looking around, and then I can't see it, so I start like a silly person talking to my phone. Phone, phone, where are you? Phone, phone. And I'm walking around the house. I was like, where did I leave this phone? The whole time I was holding my phone. So, yeah, it's that kind of time of life, people. That kind of time of life. What happened to the scissors? I had scissors here. Where did it go? I have to pull out another pair of scissors. I bet you they fell. There they are on the ground. All right, so I'm cutting. Boop. I have lost all my fancy little scissors. Not lost. They're here somewhere. So anyways, that's what's happening with me. I'm walking around looking for things that I have not lost. So, yeah. Funny, funny. Okay, so I'm just going to weave this in real quick. Where's the needle? I have a needle here. This is a thicker yarn, so let's see how I can get this in here. What are y'all working on? You know, I'm still working on my Sylvia's pants. I'm still working on the doll. I haven't gotten to it yet. I put it down because I just still need a break and I want to make other things. I started another poncho. Whether it's going to be for me or for sale, you know, give it to Brie to sell it at her conventions, make a inventory of stuff, so I don't have to be making stuff at the last minute for the Christmas shop craft show that she's gonna have. I need to start working on that. Let me go back. Let's see. Hi, Shamika. Shamika Smith. Hello, hello. Welcome to the chat. Fairy Crochet Mama. From Northern Cal. Hey. Hello from Southwest Texas, the Gulf Coast, Houston, Galveston area. Yes, yes. I do Tuesdays and Thursdays and Fridays, and then a little extras on the weekend sometimes with friends when we do meetups of any kind. Shatika, hello, hon, hello, welcome in. Okay, and Fairy, yes, Fairy Crochet Mom. Thank you, Amy, for greeting everyone. Watching lives like yours helps me set out. All out helps. My cats help. Crocheting helps. Talking to someone helps. Good smells help. I know that some smells bother me. Like the other day, I was slow cooking a pork shoulder to make pulled pork tacos for today, and getting the meat ready, and the smell overnight, I couldn't sleep. The smell is too strong. It bothers me. And Becky, you're working on a blanket. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Rosie is rearranging the crafty corner. They don't have 4th of July, of course, over there in Austria. Well, that makes sense, Frog. Rosie, Froggy, Rose. You organized yours? Yay! Amy. Now it's a wall corner. Ooh, nice. You have your favorite couch and you just bought more yarn to add in. Yay! Okay, I have a couch story that I'm going to tell you in a minute. A bathing suit top. Did you finish the dress, Amy? Oh, no, no, no. Okay, you're going to go back to work on your Morticia dress. Oh, yay. Almost done, Amy. Almost. Good morning, Melissa. Good morning. Well, do you remember, Melissa, last Saturday I was making this because I was going to make some sort of hooded balaclava thing? Well, I have changed and I'm going to show you. I am working on a pot cover, or I finished my pot cover for this plant, and it's a strawberry, and I talked about that and the template and everything, how I made it. Well, then I said I was going to make a cover for this one. What should I make? And then I popped up this, and I said, oh my gosh, that could even be a pot cover. And sure enough, that's what I went ahead and just did that. And that means this project is closed. I'm just gonna, I think I've already, did I sew this in? Let's see. Let me flip you around so you can see me. So that's what I'm working on. And my rearranged room, Melissa, I rearranged. Let me, if you hear anything, it's an old lady falling over. Ooh, okay, I didn't fall over, thank goodness. I still want to make a weighted blanket for like my face. I know that sounds weird, but I need to sew this in also, this other tail. But I need one for my face because I love to have to lay on my back, headphones in, medication in, and just relax. Or if it's the middle of the day, take a nap and just have something over my face. It's breathable but heavy on my face. I love it, over my eyes especially. So I'm thinking about making a little weighted blanket for my face with pony beads. You know how I love pony beads. Okay, good for this one. And we're gonna get to try it on, okay? We're gonna get to try it on. Okay, so when I didn't do anything to the bottom. This is the inside. This is the outside. This is the top because I finished it with a single crochet. And we're gonna put it on the pot. And remember what I said is the bottom, if the water comes out, you don't want it to be at the bottom. You pull it up. So this one is extra long. And it is, I'm going to pull it up like this, right here, like that. And then I'm going to fold this over like a little sweater. And it should stay. If for any reason these things get too big, you can put a little drawstring on here and just make it go over the top a little bit. But OMG and G, you are a genius. I don't know how you stand it, being such a genius. Well, I make do. The struggle is real, people. The struggle is real. Whoop, 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 whoop. I'm gonna look. It's falling down a bit, but that's okay. I could always just let it go over it like this. That would be cute too. Or I could put a drawstring like I said. Oh, that is so cute. Just being over like that. Oh, that is so adorable. I still want it to be like this. And I would say glue it on there, but you don't want to glue it on there because what if you change your mind and you want to put something else on there? I just like it like this. Bring it up. Well, you just work with it, people. Work with it and decide how you want it to look, right? And then you put that. I don't know. Maybe that wasn't a good idea. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to work with it. But I still love it. I love the way it is ridgy on the sides here. I love it. That's back loop only. 16 chains, and then 15 double crochets back and forth, back loop only, and you get that little ribbed look. Yahoo! Let's move this. Alrighty. We can still make a cover for that one, but nah, not gonna do it. All right. So, all my family's coming over. Yes, thank you for the likes, guys. Give me 4th of July likes, please. Thumbs up, thumbs up. So let me introduce myself again to anybody who is just showing up. My name is Angie, and this is the Yarn Room, and I crochet. And every Saturday morning at 9 a.m., we do a crochet meeting here live, and all the yarn friends can come in, and we can all talk and hang out and drop your channels like Amy just did. Just type in the word drop, and a link to your channel will be put on here, and if anybody wants to visit you, they can. So we're just hanging out. Sometimes I do extra live, sometimes I don't know, but I'm here. And I like to make shorts, and I like to crochet anything, fun things, just like my little pot. I'm going to show you again. That is so adorable. Oh my gosh. And look at that little strip behind it. Do you see that little butterfly? It's a sticky thing. It's a sticky thing that catches all the little gnats that are flying around the plants. Okay. Thursday, Tuesday, we went to our crochet meeting on Tuesday was at a plant place. OMG, that's where I got that little butterfly, little catchy thing, sticky thing. And the lady who works there, it's her shop, gave them to me. And I had met her before in our meetings, and she brings her daughter, and her daughter's pretty young, 12, 13 years old, maybe. I don't know. Hard for me to gauge. 12. I'm going to say 12, so give or take a year. And then I saw her again we couldn't remember where we saw each other, but I do remember now. It was at the plant swap that we have in our area here. And I saw her there, and that makes sense because she's the plant lady. She opened her business. And so we had our meeting there, and I bought a strawberry pot, which was funny because I had already put it in my mind that I was starting this strawberry cover for this pot. So I'm going to have 2, and I love strawberries. You can't have too many strawberries. No, you can't. I'm way behind. Thank you, Melissa. A lot of your pots are painted. Yes, I love the pink kind of not pastel-y, but just the slightly off pink colors and aquas, and to take the place of the red and white and the blue, the red, the green, the blue, the yellow. You know what I mean. So, hey, Lydia. I saw you the other day over there with Noni. Oh, yes. So I do the Mod Podge, and then I take the clear acrylic spray, and I put that over that. So I have layers of Mod Podge, or sometimes I just do the spray, and I spray the outside to protect it. You don't want to do all that work and then for it to just be chipped off. Good morning. Leila, I'm great. Welcome in. We're just hanging out here for a while before we go to celebrate our 4th of July here in the U.S. Nice. So do you have that cover still, Amy, for your pot? I made one. Do you remember when Taylor Swift? Oh my gosh, talk about Taylor Swift. Okay, Taylor Swift had that granny square crochet dress that everybody fell in love with. Well, I made a little pot cover in those colors. And I still have it on my pot. Taylor Swift got married yesterday. She faked everyone out, and it was so unexpected. And what? Congratulations to them. I really loved it. I never was a Taylor Swift fan or hater or anything. She just, she had some nice songs. I knew of her and everything. But I have a friend who's totally a Swiftie, and so I'm pay a little bit more attention to her now, and especially because I loved just the vibe between her and her now husband. Woo! Anyways, so that was cool. What else? The couch story. I'm still going to tell you that. Crochet art. Oh, hello. Thank you, Crochet art. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Or hot glue. Let's see. For the pots. Yep. Thank you, Becky. Oh, what did Lydia say? Is she not feeling well? Oh, Amy, yeah, me too. For some reason, I was up at 5:41 this morning. Had to get up. Oh, yeah, I forgot I have my coffee. Made myself some coffee, let the dogs out, started opening the windows. It was just barely getting light outside. Okay, I'm going to show y'all something. I'm going to flip y'all over because it's easier to show you the green screen whenever it's flipped over the other way. Where's the green screen? Okay, so my friend said, hey, look, I'm at the thrift store, and look what they have. And she sent me a picture of, where is it? Oh, it was before that one. Okay, hold on a second. She sent me a picture of a couch, and so I went to the, and I sat on that couch, and look at that purple couch. Oh, and it's huge. I would be able to lay down in there twice if I had to. Long ways. So she told me it was $289. I said, oh, that's too much for a couch at the thrift store. So I went to go look at it anyways. It was not $289. It was $89. And I was in heaven. And so I said, and then I found out that Friday, this was Thursday, and then Friday, they said all furniture was going to be, Greedy Me said, I'm not going to buy that until it's half price. And if it's here, it's meant for me. And if not, then it's not. This is, she sent me this picture right here. And I loved all the stuff in the back. You can't see it, but over to the right, there was a whole bunch of little house curio cabinets, wooden ones. And I said, I'm going to go see that. They were gone. They were gone. And so when I went on Friday to go and get it, Eddie and I had our straps ready, the cover off of the truck, and we were ready to move it, and it was sold. It was gone, 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 gone. So it was not meant for me. I'm going to show you something else I saw on the internet. Oh, you can't hardly see it, but it is a little cloud with little strings and balls on it and stuff, and it's a little cloud charm. I want to make it. I want to make that. You can't see it because it's just, I don't know, zooms in too much. Okay, that's the end of that. Let's turn back around so y'all can pay attention to me, people. I like y'all to pay attention to me. Okay. I think I'm done crocheting for today. I love that I moved everything around here. Oh, yeah, and my friend Sylvia came over, the one that I'm making the pants for. She came over, and she had her bag. Do you remember my humongous granny square bag that I made? And she made one too. Mine was, for some reason, humongous, that I could actually get in there and sit in it. Well, she came, oh, and she left this. She came and she had 2 bags that she had finished, but she wanted them to be lined. And so I helped her line her first one. So she brought those 2 over, and we worked on those, and we lined them and everything, and we talked and we gabbed and everything. This was one of the fabrics that she had. Oh my gosh, isn't that gorgeous? I don't know if it's showing up nicely or not. That is so gorgeous. Enough fabric for what? What can I make out of this? Oh gosh. Can I make a little top out of this? I could. A little top and make a ruffle to go at the bottom. Oh, how cute. Maybe I will do that. And I'll match the lining of that bag. And I'll use this whole long part here to make the ruffle. I'll have a big long ruffle, maybe that kind of is just pleated, not but a pleated kind of ruffle would be really nice. MJ, MJ, you know, like this, kind of like this kind of, let's see, wait, this is like that kind of pleat. You know what I'm talking about? And just a few of them around, but not a big puffy little girl ruffle. Does that make sense to you guys? It's making sense to me. That's all that matters, right? Because I'm the one that's going to be making it. So this is already cut here, so I have to go with whatever the fabric is doing here, how much fabric I have. I'm going to make one of those where I just leave so this is going to be the shoulder, turn this in, simple, and then a big, oh gosh, I can't wait. I need to make that. I need to make it. I'm going to put it right there. And I didn't even fold it back up. Sorry, guys. Yes, I know. I'm an early person too. Lewis, hello. Well, Lewis, all you have to do is type in the word drop and they can go and check you out. And if they like your channel, they can follow. So DROP, Lewis. Yes, that is true. Amy, introduce yourself, Lewis. You know, become our friend. Katie, kaboom. Love your name. Hello, I'm just in here gabbing away. Did you just come in? Because if you did, look at my little pot that I made, the little cover there. And then today I just finished this off. Was going to be a balaclava, but I said, no, I'm going to cover my pot with it. And so, because it's just a regular old pot from the nursery, and I don't throw them away once I take a plant out of there if I repot it in something else. And then I can still use this, and it looks cute, and it doesn't look like an ugly little pot, and I have some little crocheted things there, and ooh, what do you think? Okay, what do you think? And you have to come over because I rearranged my room, and there's a lot more room here now. Yeah, I'm on the internet all the time. And he was bugging me last night. Turn off your phone, you're asleep. I said, I am not asleep. Your phone's still on and you're asleep. And so the reason he's doing that is because I was leaving my phone, like it would not shut down. And then sometimes you can put your phone to just shut down after 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 minute, whatever you choose, right? And I chose never. Well, now I changed it to 3 minutes. So if I fall asleep, the phone will turn off. That way Eddie wouldn't bug me or whatever, and he'd know. You're asleep and you're watching. I'm saying, I know I'm not, because I reset the timer and I'm here. If I'm up, it's on. If I'm asleep, it's off. So anyways, I don't know why I started telling y'all that. Yes, they do. And I worry about that too, but not as much. I grew up with secondhand stuff and I really haven't had any trouble. But sometimes if I'm really worried about it, I leave it out in the garage for a while. I fumigate it. If it's, you know, I cover it, and if it's small enough to fit like in a trash bag or whatever, I put it in there, leave it out there for a while for my own peace of mind. But yeah, Allegra will not. She has a thing about, yeah, bugs and things like that too. Very valid though. Very, very valid. Yeah, they don't. That's true. Yeah, I try not to think about it. Don't make me think about it. I know that cloud was adorable. Yes, it does look like dogwoods, right? Thank you, Katie. Thank you. So, anyways, we're going to be here for 4th of July. I'm so excited. The food is ready. I already ate some tacos this morning. My daughter Emmy came over after her work shift was over, so it was 7ish. She was here and I said, "Do you want tacos?" She goes, "What kind of tacos?" I'm like, "Dang it, person. It's a taco. Never say no to a taco." So I said pulled pork, and she goes, "Ooh." So there I was, 7:30 or so, cutting up onions, cilantro, cabbage. Ooh. And she doesn't like cabbage, but the onions and cilantro, she loved it on there. And I had the pulled pork with some salsa mixed in with it and just sauteed it on the stove. And the other kids are going to get to have some too if they come over soon, which I think Allegra might be my first one to come over. And I hear she has yarn. One of our friends gave her yarn yesterday at the meeting. Allegra went to the crochet meeting on Friday. I was so surprised to see her there. I was so happy too. And then she gave her some, and I think she went because I told her, I said, such and such person is asking if I'm going to be there at the meeting, and she has stuff for me to give to you. And she goes, oh, I forgot. And so she goes, I might go. And I thought, she's not going. She's going to go work out and stuff. But no, there, that little girl just traipses in. And, you know, I love hearing her interact with everybody. She's still my little baby. You only do seafood? Oh, yeah, I got the, yeah, I got it. At first, I was like, tactic, what is she talking about? But, you know, I get it pretty soon. I'm a little slow, but I get it eventually, Amy. But no, tacos, oh my gosh, egg tacos. Anything can be made into a taco. I have been known to put a chicken thigh with the bone in a taco. You just eat around the bone. So good. Eddie laughs at me so hard. I can make anything into a taco. Do y'all remember iCarly, the spaghetti tacos? I can see that. I've never had one, but I can see that happening. I cannot do seafood tacos. No, 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 no. Yes. She's been a stranger lately. Beef tacos, barbacoa tacos, any kind of tacos. You throw it in a tortilla and woo, I will eat it. Anyways. Spaghetti sandwiches? If you did a sandwich, I'm sure you can like the taco one. But I also do a chicken thigh sandwich where I put the chicken thigh in between the two breads, and then I eat one side and I eat the other side, and then I pull the bone out. Weird. I know it's weird. I always think it's a I don't know why I think it's like a poor kid thing, you know? I had no mother to show us how to eat. We just threw things together, you know? So thank you for the hearts, guys. Well, guys, I'm probably going to be headed out of here because 4th of July, food's out there waiting for me. I need more coffee. And what else I'm going to do? Oh, yeah, I got to clean up the table, empty that out so when people come, they could just sit. And by people, I mean my children's and their partners. And they're all going to be coming in all day long. Some can come later, some can come earlier. So it's going to be fun, fun, fun. I'm not going to do, oh, yes, I forgot to tell you guys. My dogs are, they don't like the fireworks, but Daisy is the one that shivers and is just really bad on her. But then I'm going to have Allegra's dogs here with me too. And they're afraid, but I'm going to have them here. So when nightfall falls, I'm going to be in the bed with 7 dogs, 7 little dogs. If they were huge dogs, we wouldn't be able to make it, but they're little dogs. So that's what I'm doing in the evening for 4th of July. And I think I'm going to try to get Eddie to watch Project Hail Mary on Prime because it's out there. I saw it yesterday and I said, I've been wanting to see that. And The Sheep Detective. I've saw that already in the theaters, but I'm going to see it again on TV. So go do something fun today. Relax, whether you're celebrating or not. It's going to be a good day. It's sunny for me here. And I got to go put my bathing suit on so I can go swimming. Love you guys. Happy 4th of July. Ooh, good stuff. Go make some cute little pot covers. Bye. Thank you. Yes. Save me a fork. I don't know, Katie. That thing will not last. Let me tell you. It's going fast. Oh, that looks so good. Okay, guys. Bye. Bye, Becky. Bye, everybody. Love y'all.